Hello and welcome back with me, Admiral, joining me back on Star Trek Fleet Command. So, today's episode, what we're going to do is, well, I just need to turn the volume down to start with. Today's episode, we're going to go through the patch notes that I've just dropped. What we're going to do is have a look at what they are offering, what I think they should have offered potentially, and what you think they should have offered potentially, as well as obviously some of the good things I can see within this and some of the obviously bad things I can see within this as well. And we are going to talk about it all here on this episode. So please leave your thoughts down below. Thank you to all the new subscribers once again, and let's crack on. So patch 27 release notes. Just make sure you can actually see the screen. Yeah, you can. So it says, Commanders, we are ready to warp towards obviously patch 27, which is the second part of the original series timeline. So this is going to be basically arc number 2 for the original series, as you can see, part 2 down there. Basically the outline is Commodore Matt Decker and the crew of the USS Constellation. To me, that sounds like they should have added the USS Constellation ship, but it doesn't look like they have. But we'll get to that when we can see in game more so. And that's just a bit of a storyline, so you can read that if you want to. And then we're just going to read what they've introduced into this part 2 sort of phase. What they've introduced and what I think they should have introduced, and why I don't believe they have done a amazing job in some cases. So what they've introduced is on the face of it, a new permanent second builder. Great, absolutely great. Cannot wait for that. Oh, hold on a second, we'll get to it. There is a big but. There is a big massive but. But we'll get to that. But that sounds great. We've got 2 new officers. We've got Sulu and we've got Mccoy, as obviously the original series. So they obviously will come with their own characters and their own sort of look. We'll get to the Leonard McCoy one. He looks a little bit bizarre, but we'll get to that. We got new Doomsday story missions. Got 20 new Doomsday story missions, which sound cool. Their storylines, generally speaking, seem to be pretty good overall. So I can't see any disadvantage to them ones. They seem to be pretty good overall. Then we go to the battle pass, pretty standard. We'll have a look at that more in the future once we can get into the game and stuff. We've got avatars and frames, which is obvious. New station research, again we'll come to that in just a second. Then we've got new server milestones, so it looks like we're going to be doing stuff as a big server again. Maybe that's the Borg, maybe that's something different, who knows. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, going to breaking these down into their individual things. Okay, so we got new second builder. Sounds great. Absolutely wonderful idea. Absolutely great idea. Absolutely love it. Okay, so construction allows you to build, obviously, simultaneously, have 2 builders, so you can get 2 buildings going at the same time. Okay, let's go and have a look at what that actually means for us in terms of, where the hell has it gone? So it's you have to unlock it in the research tree. That's what it says. So introduce new permanent second research line. Once unlocked, will allow you to simultaneously build 2 buildings. Okay, so you have to unlock it in the research tree, it says. So then if we go to the new research tech tree, so new research tech tree extension. So presumably that's part of the same thing, the new 2 builders. So we're adding more than 60 new nodes to the research tree, which is a lot of nodes, bearing in mind that is a lot of research. And it's not accessible for anyone under level 40. Okay, completely pointless. What's the point? Not accessible to anyone under level 40. Great. So everyone under level 40, tough shit, you can't have it. You can't have potentially 2 builders. I don't know exactly, but that's what it sounds like. It sounds like that is within this 60 new nodes. So you can't have 2 builders, so you're going to be slow as fuck still. And anyone over level 40, well, great, you can get access to more, as it says here, which is the absolute mental thing about it all. And this is what frustrates me with this game, is we're adding new nodes. This tree helps you to improve your ships. So a ship's strength, speed, repair costs, you name it, it's probably going to be in it. And all your buildings of the starbase. So it improves again your strength, your ability to build multiple things at the same time, and all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm aware level 40 players and above, you get the obviously the downside of being that high is the fact that a lot of your research takes a hell of a long time. A lot of your buildings take a hell of a long time. I completely understand that. and obviously they cost substantially more. I can again completely understand that, but they're improving your ships. What are they improving your ships for? You're level 40 plus. You're the highest players in the game. Completely fucking useless to anyone under 40, because it just means anyone over 40 is going to get a massive buff to their ships, even though they already have ships that are more powerful than anyone under 40, or they should do have more powerful ships than anyone under level 40. And when it comes to territories and stuff like that, they're just going to absolutely dick all over them, even more so than they did before, because it's going to be even harder to try and isolate them and take them out. So it's completely fucking useless. Anyway, moving on to the next part. So we've got 2 new officers. So yeah, I sound a bit bitter about that last one. It's because the way that they've said this is within this tech tree thing and the actual tech tree itself, which is meant to be there to help everyone. It's not. It's only going to level 40 and above. Like I say, I'm not going to go on about it too much more. The fact that I just think it's completely fucking useless. And to be honest, they need to rethink that, and they need to give it access to every friggin' player, because level 40 and plus players don't need the bonuses, especially one ship. They do not need the bonuses, and they don't need it on stations, because their stations are never going to get attacked unless it's by another player of that level, and maybe a couple of players of that level certainly, and really powerful ships. So completely fucking useless. New officers. Okay, so we've got 2 new officers. So we got Sulu. So he has his abilities at the start of each turn, X% chance of having morale for that turn. Okay. I don't really like it because it's on a turn based thing. And then when having morale on an explorer, increases critical hit chance. Again, critical hit chance with energy weapons doesn't really work too well. I mean, it's cool, I get it, but with energy weapons, they generally doesn't hit too hard. Kinetic weapons makes more sense, especially with crit hit chance, but it is what they put it on explorers for obvious reasons. They should have just changed it from crit chance to more like, I don't know, shield penetration. That would have made a hell of a lot more sense. They would have made so much more sense to put it as increased shield penetration, which means if you're in an explorer which uses predominantly energy weapons, the shields get depleted so much faster than they would normally. That would make so much more sense than that, but never mind. And they're both rare officers, by the way. And then we got obviously Mccoy, and this is where I was getting at. His avatar's a bit weird. He looks a bit chubby in the face. I'm pretty sure he was a little bit skinnier than that, but hey ho, it is what it is. And then it says, when defending, increase all mitigation stats by percentage of health. So that's a cool one in the sense that you can obviously bang up a ship to have obviously extra health on the ship, and that is then going to go towards your mitigation stats, which is very, very useful. And then again, if it's on an explorer, increase all officer stats with on the ship. So again, that compounds with his ability quite well, because if it increases all officer stats, then the health stats are also going to increase, then helping this top ability out even more. So again, that's not a bad combination to have. I don't know if I personally have him as a captain, but we'll have to wait and see. So we've got new missions as well, which is what we were saying before. There's 20 plus new missions to do name story. So these are only accessible for anyone above level 25 ops, which is again a little bit weird, but hey, I think most players on my server particularly are going to be level 25 and above now. However, there is still new servers out there, so it's a bit unfair. Maybe they should have put it to like level 20. That's a bit more accessible to players, but they put it at 25 for whatever reason. Obviously they're doing this on data they've I don't know, accumulated over the last obviously 2 years. So they're introducing 10 new main missions focused on the USS Constellation. Again, no mention of a ship, but okay, cool. And then go through the Doomsday story itself. We got new systems and new hostiles. So these are new systems that you can find. The new worm hostiles, which presumably look like this, obviously. So they're the new systems, and I guarantee there's going to be a lot of stuff that you're going to need to do within these systems, just like the Discovery Tech Tree was. So look out for these systems, and again, I'll show you where they are in a future video if we can find them. We talked about the new Research Tech Tree. Like I say, I'm not going to go too much more into it because it's fucking stupid. Improvements, so they've rebalanced G4 repair costs, which is really good for the G4 players. Other than the jellyfish, they haven't done that because apparently the new tech tree allows you to lower the costs even further. However, you do need to be level 40 and above, and last time I checked, you could get a jellyfish at level 39. So again, it doesn't help you out until you get to level 40. The tech tree repair stuff, it doesn't help you until you get to level 40, even if you unlock it at level 39. But again, they're thinking whatever, it's going to help, like I say, the rest of the other G4 ships and above, which is good news for them, because they needed the dressing anyway, because their repair costs were absolutely insane. And I completely agree with a lot of people. They rebalanced the repair costs, and I agree that should have been done a long time ago. They've improved ship targeting, so we've made it easier for players to target a ship in battle. So basically what they've done is, when a ship is going towards another ship, you can target that ship, and your ship will obviously naturally follow that ship until it gets to the battle. However, what it allows you to do now is it won't just get rid of the screen, essentially, or just blank out the battle button, and then once they finish their engagement with whatever ship they were obviously attacking previously, it means you can just re-click it straight away to battle, and you don't have to try and find or locate that ship again. So again, that's a sort of quality of life sort of improvement, which is good. Other improvements, so they've improved fleet behaviour when ships drift too far away from their expected positions due to degraded server connections. I didn't really experience any of this, so please let me know if you did experience this type of drift. I would like to definitely know. And then large quantities of required faction points now will have comma separation so that players can easily recognise their requirements. Again, quality of life improvement, which is always nice to see. It just makes it easier for you to see and read certain things within the game, which again is pretty good. Going through the bug fixes, I've gone through pretty much all of them. Some of them are quality of life issues, so they've improved the quality of life for a lot of stuff. They've also helped with a lot of basically a lot of other things within the game. And then there's a few things that they haven't done, which is what my video was about yesterday with the ramp video. They just don't seem to listen. These types of fixes, some of these in here don't need to be addressed. Some of these are not really too much of an issue. Things like I know why they fixed it, because we've got a new battle pass and all that coming out now and all the new stuff. So I know that's why they fixed it. So things like this one, for example, causing players to not be able to see pack prices. Obviously that is essential, and seeing a pack price is very essential. But why have they fixed that over some of the in-game problems? Is because they want people to buy their stuff, and we've got a new arc coming out, so they're going to want people to buy all of their shit. They've got a new one down here as well, which I believe is a similar thing. So stuck purchases were to prevent purchase of the new daily reward packs and the battle passes. Fixed that instantly, didn't they? Because they need people to buy their shit. So they fixed that instantly. So I don't get me wrong, they should be fixing that anyway, but I mean, there's other things that are higher priority in my opinion. A few things that I would have liked to have seen in this, which I don't think is ever going to happen, if I'm honest, but I think some things I would like to have seen in this is I would like to have seen them drop the cost of G4 or G3 into G4 ships for faction credits. That's one thing that I definitely want to see that they drop. Like, for example, you get to the level 34 ships, and you got your Enterprise, Augur, and the D4. They're all 180,000 credits. That is, in my opinion, just fucking way too high. And what they could do then is, when they introduce new ships, if they dropped all of them across the board down, the faction credits down, or make it more accessible to get faction credits, which is really hard to do in the game because of things. What they should have done is allow it to be a lot more accessible for faction credits, like stupidly easily to gain them, or alternatively drop all the prices down. So drop all the prices down for all the level 34 ships down to, I would say, probably at most 100 to 120,000 credits instead of 180. And then what they could do then is they could add more ships into the game for level 36, level 38, and then into level 39, and they could be progressively slightly better than the Enterprise, or modifications of the Enterprise, and then 3 types of ships at level 36, and then they would be 140,000, level 38 would be 160,000, and so on until you get to the ISS Jellyfish, which obviously you unlock in different means, and then you obviously then get into your G4 ships, which then should be then 180, 200,000, and so on, up in 20,000 increments, which means they could add more ships to the game, they could add more content to the game in the form of ships, and the way they have. Another thing I would have liked to have seen in this patch would be the reset button that I was talking about in a couple of videos ago. Is when you're on a node, if you're on a node, it either two ways, it either kicks you automatically off the node so other people can access it, or alternatively it gives you a reset button that you can just instantly click, therefore you don't have to go off the node and back on the node. That's again something that I would like to see. Again, quality of life thing, especially when it comes to mining data. Everyone knows mining data is a pain in the ass, due to the fact that you've got to go on and off, and because it takes you 9 seconds to mine a node, or somewhere around that, and it's a pain in the ass. And then the last thing, I think, was it the last thing, or was that it? I think that might have been it. Sorry the video's gone on a bit longer than expected, but there is a lot of content that I wanted to get through, and I wanted to get a lot of my opinions. So again, please leave your thoughts down below, the good, the bad, and the ugly with regards to this patch. Please let me know what you would have liked to have seen, and what they haven't suggested, or what they haven't implemented, should I say. They're a few of my suggestions that I've put out there so far. So again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if this has been useful, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.